My PC setup has a Ryzen 5 5500 with a RTX 2060 12GB video RAM, 32GB of RAM DDR4 3600 MHz, with an Asus B450M motherboard. Now let's get into the benchmarks with some of my favorite games. Let me show you the first benchmark of my PC. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is one of my favorites. Sorry for the brightness. It had some form of HDR, so this benchmark will be bright. If you can't see the stats on the top right of the screen, it's fine. I'll tell you the frame rate, CPU usage. I tested the temp earlier and both the GPU and CPU didn't get up to 70 Celsius or more with stock cooling. The frame rate does drop sometimes, but it really depends on the moment, but right now it stays within 100 to 120 FPS. That's pretty good for 1080p gaming. The usage does get high at times, but you do not notice any lag or stuttering, which provides you with a good playing time. This is when my computer had a hard time recording due to the shaders. The shaders were at the normal settings, which is at high, so I am sorry for the bad recording, but this was the best I could do. But without recording I can get somewhere of 100 and 140 FPS at 1080p, but do note that to run shaders you need an OK GPU or shaders that are not as intense. The shaders I used were complementary unbound shaders with some other mods including sodium. Halo Infinite, a classic of mine. As you can see, it has some okay graphics at mid settings and reflections turned off for the FPS boost, but without recording I could reach 100 to 140 FPS on the note of high CPU usage. For more FPS on Halo Infinite, it really depends on the map for good FPS or bad FPS, the same as with Star Wars Battlefront 2. But other than that, it runs well on 1080p regardless. For what it's worth, I think the Ryzen 5 5500 RTX 2060 12GB go very good hand in hand, but the Ryzen 5 5500 only supports DDR4 RAM and it's not able to be overclocked. The 2060 is a pretty mid-range graphics card, but it can't do very much ray tracing unless it's very low, and it doesn't have most of the Frame Gen Tools 40 series and even 30 series cards have. The price when I bought the CPU with $100, but now it's $80 or so, the GPU with $200 on sale, and RAM you can get it for $30 for 16GB DDR4, motherboard was $70, my 650W PSU was $50 non-modular 80 plus gold. The case for your PC can vary to $100 and $40, so it comes down to how much you want to spend. My computer in total was $500 to $400 with some sales. I hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for more.